Caboodle Cabaret presents excerpts from FreeQdom Circus. Performer of colour Ace Vision walks on stage and stands in front of a mic. They're wearing a black and white Harlequin-style costume with a mask.
Pleasure from external to within, justified in hearts craving sins. Going home was not an option gave to them. Trapeze of ease on the pendulum I swing. The time we spend, the times we bring together. When I'm with you, doing nothing but expanding our views. Satisfaction in your hands in my room. Close your eyes, feel the silence in the room. Not my flesh, but my soul you consume. Not my flesh, but my soul you consume. Glorified lust for a soul I confuse with for a moment. Welcome to the carnival of spades, where carousels revolve the shelves inside the mind of Ace. Welcome to the carousel of shit, dancing in the club where hearts are often freed. Carnival laughter, tearing off the plasters, laughter and disaster. We're spinning round and round and round, faster. Say welcome to the carnival of spades, where carousels revolve the shelves inside the minds of Ace. I paint my face to face the crowd, but you can't see past my face smile, stand, shake the clown. You watch from the shoreline and give me a wave as I'm drowning. Thoughts resounding in this empty chamber. The circus tent defines my behavior. I crack a joke, provoke laughter, the mask of a savior. Savoring humor in disaster. We can talk about it later. Just hit me up in the DMs. I won't reply. I'm working to save a life, and it might be mine. If I couldn't use my words, I guess I'd have to gesture mine. Pressure time. The prior I constant give myself, the latter I'm always losing fine. I could always hit rewind, stuck in the past, trapezing away from the trauma. That's the context to the performance and drama. Utilizing every harm done, reclaiming power in every song sung. Whether in drag, with the face of an old hag or a king, proclaiming all you bitches as my sons. Princes wiggling their tongues. I claim degenerate cause all my sources of fun considered corrupt to the norm. Socially disillusioned from the gender I was born in. Completely obsolete from all types of reason to conform. Oh, I paint my face to face the crowd, but you can't see past my face smile, stand and shake the clown. You watch from the shoreline and give me a wave as I'm drowning. Thoughts resounding in this empty chamber, unhinged self-corrosive behavior. To look in a mirror and not recognize a reflection, no detecting a semblance of how I feel, can't understand my own appeal. Peeling the wax off my chest to get the hair off my breast, but it grows back faster. Maybe it's just a myth. Either way, I'm coming to terms with the fact I'm no longer a twink, maybe an otter. Still couldn't give a damn about a label, but yet it bothers me. The fluff on my face reminds me I'm more masculine than my father. The nails on my feet remind me that I'm more distant from my mother. And if I didn't have this job description, I'd probably cry. But I paint my face to face the crowd, and you can't see past my big smile, stand, shake the clown. You watch from the shoreline and give me a wave as I'm drowning. Thoughts resounding in this empty chamber. But enough of all this melancholy behavior. See, if I want to get paid, I gotta put on a hell of a show for you folks. And what's a hell of a show without any jokes? Like, have you heard the one about a man who goes to a doctor? He says he's depressed, says life is cruel and harsh and he's stressed, and he says that he can't stand to be alone in this troublesome world where everything is vague and uncertain. And listen, the doctor says, listen, treatment is simple. I have the perfect prescription. Tonight in town is the great poet Ace Vision. He's really good at dispensing joy and delight and all these positive feelings. And the man, listen, the man, he bursts into tears and he says, but doctor, I am Ace Villain.
He squats down and rolls over onto his back. side, leaning on one elbow.
I want you to take a minute and think about the first time you ever laughed. Was it fresh out the womb in a mother's hands? Was it splashing with rubber duckies in the water in the bath? Maybe it was the first time someone tried to cheer you up when times got sad. Now I want you to think about how you laugh. Do you smirk, snort, or squeal? How does your laugh make others feel? Come on 3, give it your best guffaw. 3, 2, 1.
The audience joins in laughing.
Oh, I like your laugh. Yeah, I love that sound. Every chuckle sends vibrations through the ground.
He stands up.
Movement leaves the muscles feeling unwound. Now think about how that made you feel inside your body as your lungs contract and expand like a rubber band. Do you rub your hands like the Monopoly man on a trip to the bank? There really is a science to the laughter. Aids the healing of wounds like a plaster. Oftentimes comfort when faced with impending disaster. A great way to control the room, like the ringmaster in a circus of freaks. The timbre of your laugh is just one thing that makes you unique. Even when you're faking, still subliminally integral to conversation. An acknowledgement of moments awkward and just not funny. But tonight, as us clowns and kings enchant and entrance, I want you to remember the moments you laugh. As I dance to Hallelujah Way.
He starts to dance slowly.
Please come and join me, somebody. Dance with me. Da, 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 da. Don't you find it funny? Won't you dance with me? La 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 la. La 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 la. It's all so funny.
He squats down and begins to sob.
It's all so funny.
Ace places the microphone in the stand and exits the stage. Drag King of Colour, Uncle Tony wears a blue jacket, shirt and red tie with sparkly black trousers and a red sequin cummerbund.
All these bitches is my nephews. So I'm actually a bit of a one and done man. I thought that was me off the stage.
They sit down on the drum
So
riser.
this is a very, very last minute job, so I thought I'd just kick back with yous, relax, talk it slow. Yeah. You can, you fucking can. So once upon a time, there was a woman in my life, a Mrs. Tony, because actually, common misconception, my first name is Uncle, and my surname is Tony. So there was this woman, Moira, love of my life. Our wedding day, I get ready to sing this song that I want to sing to yous, and she doesn't fucking turn up. So Moira, if you're listening, this sing's for you, babe.
They start to click their fingers to the beat.
I do get a bit emotional, so just... You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. As long as love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Forgive the way that I stare.
They stand up and continue performing, acting out the lyrics.
The sight of you makes me weak. There are no words left to speak. And if you feel how I feel, You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. They call it the
The audience claps and waves their arms while Uncle Tony dances around the stage. Clapping and waving their arms with Uncle Tony, who dances around the stage. Caucasian drag king Himish Macbeth, wearing a red and white stripy Victorian-era strongman suit. They flex their muscles and bend down to pick up their mobility aids, which they have modified to resemble dumbbells. They raise both of the dumbbells above their head and begin to lip sync.
I'm a strong one, I'm not nervous. I'm as tough as the crust of the earth is. I move mountains, I move churches, and I glow 'cause I know what my worth is.
They lower both mobility aid dumbbells onto the stage.
Hard the work is, got a rough, indestructible surface. Diamonds and platinum, I find in my platinum. I take what I handed, I break what's demanded. Under the surface,
They balance on one leg.
in a three-ring circus. Under the surface, Hercules ever like you, I'm the one to fight service. Under the surface, I'm pretty sure I'm worthless if I can be of service. A flaw or a crack, a straw in the stack that brings the kills backward, brings the kills back.
They fall back onto the drum riser, kicking their legs in the air, and then push themselves back, sitting against the back wall.
Under pressure, it's a family day, it's a family routine. Let's keep on the streets, in the streets. In the streets, so tell me knowing what this world is about.
They move onto all fours. Drag performer Mix Hirst on stage carrying a large puppet mask, which is almost as big as they are.
So no head?
They hold the mask above their head and then fling it to the ground and begin jumping around the stage with a lot of energy. They are wearing shorts and a vest with long satin gloves and lots of frills all over their body and a white Tudor-style collar around their neck. Their dance movements movements are erratic with lots of flailing arms. With their back to their audience, they do a back bend and dip their head and look at the audience. Then they drop down onto the stage and kick their legs in the air. They pick up the giant face puppet mask and hold it in front of their own head, peeking out from behind it before exiting the stage with a bow. Performer of colour makes Ara Jackson, wearing a long white dreadlocked wig. They take off their black cape to reveal a red and white striped shirt, waistcoat and black trousers, and they have playing cards stuck to their body and to their hats. Their movements are controlled and robotic, very emotive and with a lot of popping and locking, and also very fluid at the same time.
Nothing more than human. I am sweat, flaws. I am veins, scars. I am human. Nothing more than human.
They clasp both their hands against their mouth. A flurry of playing cards falls from their mouth on their
I am human.
They extend their arms and unfurl their fingers, pointing and beckoning to the audience. They fall to the floor onto their knees. They slowly stand up and pat themselves down and end with their hands on their hips. That's the end. King and Caboodle Cabaret. Follow at King and Caboodle Cabaret on Instagram. Produced with support from Creative Scotland.